Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today we're going to be going over the first issue to the Titanic Hatcher model. I'm going to show you what all I have done to improve the imperfections that's in this model and stuff like that. So let me just get the stuff here. There's the pack. Let me get the book. Okay, issue 1. So for starters, let's talk about the imperfections that I've noticed in the model. And I have with me a pictures that I've downloaded off of line to show the model in the best way that I can. For starters, let me zoom this in. Right here, you see this gray box thing right here underneath these steam winches. And the Titanic Hatcher model, they did not add that detail. Here's the Hatcher booklet that you get with the model, and it shows the completed model. Hey, I may hear the fans blowing it. Let me see if I can focus. There you go. You can see that detail is not added back there at the steam winches. And there would also be a detail of it too underneath this steam winch. Right here, you can see that's not been added. So my solution, I took premium cardstock paper. Zoom this out. Premium cardstock. You can usually find this in a Walmart. It's really thick white paper, like cardstock wise. I cut out the shapes that I needed. I took some of this gray paint, which is a gloss plaid. And let me see if I can find its color name. I forget where they put it on these vials. Hang on a minute, let me find this color name. Quick draw, easy. There it is. Dark gray. And there's its lot number. I took that. Let me just get the part out and I'll show you what we got. Here's what we ended up with. You can see here's the paper that I put down. And I drilled some holes in it to match the holes that go through the deck. And when you turn it this way, you can see we have this metal plating now that goes underneath the steam winches like that right there. And then if we go a little bit farther up, you'll see right here underneath this steam winch right here. Zoom over here a minute. Right here, where my mouse is, you'll see right there, there's also a metal plating under there. And then we'll go back to the ship. And that's what this is right here. So that's just cardstock paper glued down to the deck. I used tacky glue, original tacky glue, to glue that paper down to the deck. Now, the adhesive sticker did not work good with sticking to the deck, even though they say that it is impossible to get back off. Over time, I've seen people's YouTube videos and stuff like that. Over a month at least, not even a month sometimes, the adhesive starts to peel back. So I used Gorilla Wood Glue to glue my deck on to where the deck won't come back up. But that's that issue addressed that I've noticed on the boat deck. And then another thing that I've noticed on the boat deck, we'll go over that next, is the loading hatch. So, let me get back over here. Here's the loading hatch. You can see you got 1, 2 hatches, plus these 4 porthole windows. And on the stock boat when you get it in the mail. Let me see if I can find you a good picture of it. Hang on a minute. When you get it in the mail, how they want you to put it together, you can see here the loading hatch is blank. There's nothing on it. So my suggestion to that was also cardstock paper and using some really, really small micro drill bit and tweezers and stuff like that. And then I made my own paper parts. See, I put some paper portholes, took a black Sharpie marker, colored in the portholes black, made some paper hatches with hinges. I also took some gunmetal paint and painted the loading hatch, and it stays blank at the back from what I've seen on this picture right here. But there's the gunmetal. I even drilled a little tiny hole with my micro drill bit I use. Let me see if I can find my drill bit and show you. Well, I ain't got the bit in it right now, but it's in here. But there's the little micro drill I used, little hand drill. Just focus on this little hand drill. Let me set the loading hatch down a minute. There you go. But that was a issue that I've noticed that wasn't correct, so I fixed that. And then there's also over here, when you come down to over here, this second little skylight. This skylight has, you can see 4 squares on top of the skylight. Let me see if I can find you a good picture of that in this book up fast. Hang on a minute. They may not have a real good picture of that. No, the best one I can get you is this one. It's right here on the paper. You can see it right there. I'll zoom in on it. You can see it's just a plain skylight. It don't have the 4 squares at the top of the skylight. So I'll show you my method again on that one. I just gotta get it out of the little baggie. Just bear with me here a few while I get this little stuff out. This is delicate little stuff. Okay. So my method on that one too was also using cardstock paper to form the little squares on the hatch. And you can see there how it came out. And then I just took a little micro drill and drilled through the paper. But yeah, you can see there, it's paper on top. Little skylight loading hatch with the hinges. There we go. Like that. So I fixed that issue. Now the next issue that I've noticed too on the breakwaters on the Titanic, they colored the breakwaters for some reason. They colored the breakwaters gray, and these little steam valves, they left them solid white, and then they left the capstans solid white, and then these winches, they made them like a gunmetal color, which all of this is inaccurate. So I'll show you how I fixed that. So we'll start with the breakwaters first. First of all, when you look here on this picture, you will see that the breakwaters on here are white with these brown looking support beams. And then I'll see if I can find a different picture. Hang on a minute. There's the loading hatch. Here's the colors to the steam valves. You can see gunmetal, like a brown color right there with gold on top. Here's a good picture of the water, the breakwater right there. You can see it from the back. It's white. And then there's the color of the steam winches, which is that green color. So first of all, also too, the capstans, I gotta show those. Sorry if this video ends up being long, I'm just trying to show you everything. Go forward here. Right up here, you can see here's one of the capstans right there. You can see it's like a gunmetal color with gold on top. And then another better picture of it is from the top view. Let me get back to the top view picture. Right here. And you can see there's the capstans with the gold on top. So that's them. And then right here are my capstans. You can see there, gunmetal color with gold on top. So we have that fixed. The next one is the steam winches. So here's the little baggie that has the steam winches. You can see they've been painted the green color. So we got those fixed. And now the breakwaters. We have used some white paint with some almost like deck color paint that I had that matched the color of those support beams. And I've got both of them painted up. Right there. I left the bollards the color that they came in because that looks like the color that they are. So I left them alone. Those came in the right color, I think. The steam valves, I painted them with that brown color that I had. And then I painted the top of that one steam valve. You can see gold. I painted these the gunmetal color. And then there's the pipe. I left the pipe inside, you know, like hollow. I didn't color it black inside because, you know, it's a pipe. It just looks black inside because of the shadow. So I left that alone. And then our last little piece that we get with it is the an anchor that goes on the top of the deck. Okay, so let's see here what else we need to go over. The paints that I used to fix all of those. Here's the gunmetal paint that I used. Well, it's supposed to be like a gunmetal, but it's called Samurai Sword. So Plaid FX metallic Samurai Sword. And then here is oil paint based. This is the gold. Its name's been painted over, I'm sorry, but it's just gold paint. Testers. Then we have Testers flat white. That's what I used to paint the breakwater. Then we have the green. This is the green that I used on the winches, which is flat burnt green, I think. Testers. And we have the flat black that I used I used this on the steam winches, on the round parts of the winches that had to be black. And then you've already seen the gray. I unfortunately forgot to get the brown color out that I used, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because it's gotten too long already. But when I come back in the next video, we will be snapping all of these pieces together on the first step. So until then, you all have a blessed one, and I will see you guys in my next video. And goodbye.